What up, what up, what up? Hey, it's the only male Cruz. 6 minutes, 6 minutes, 6 minutes. Mel Cruz, you're on. Yeah, I got about a good 6 minutes and then I'm on my way to the gig. Tried to go live yesterday and I don't know, I was having a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm about to go in here right now and make sure um, that this is popping. Let me see. Let me just check the trap, check the trap. Um, Let's see here. It says, let me see if it's saying I'm live or not. I just real quick want to, yeah, okay, so it's telling me I'm live right now on YouTube. Need a little bit of, okay, here we go. All right, so I know the volume issue is resolved. So let me just get right to it. Thanks for pulling up. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. Right now we got zero in the streets. But you know what? Let me know. Leave a comment, replay gang. Want to hear from you. And if you're live right now, then hey, say something in the chat. Shout out to you. Good morning. So, uh, title of this episode: Biden health scare. Um, Harris is still on BS, and Kennedy speaks out the side of his neck. I didn't know that was medically possible, but then I guess I did know it was medically possible because he been doing that for a minute. And to think that there was a time when I was promoting, I was like, "Oh yeah, we should be voting for Kennedy. He's the one. He's gonna disrupt the powers that be." But shit, I was wrong. But let me get into Kamala Harris and her "I told you so" action. Okay, she has indicated. Let me just try to do a quick little share screen real quick, just because it makes life easy. Um, Hit it with share screen. Kamala Harris. Let's go with it. Let's see. Yep. Also share the audio. All right, so let's get into it. Here's Kamala Harris with the "I told you so" activity. Check this out, y'all. We're saying people stay quiet. We are seeing organizations stay quiet. We are seeing those who are capitulating to clearly unconstitutional threats. And these are the things that we are witnessing each day in these last few months in our country. And it understandably creates a great sense of fear. Because, there were many things that we knew would happen. Many things. I'm not here, so I told you so. Okay. Okay. Shut up, Kamala. Shut your ass up. You are here to say "I told you so," and here's the problem. Here's what you didn't tell us. You didn't tell us that Biden was having issues. You didn't tell us that you were going to usurp our, as in we the people, our voting rights. You ran a game on America. You ran multiple games. You ran a game claiming that you're black in every sense of the word. You played the black card in terms of what people thought and what people's idea and definition of black is. You played into that real heavy. For what? I don't know. Because it didn't work for you. You tried to hit that D9 up like, yeah, well, you know, you ran a game on America. So instead of you making, if Biden was ill and you folks knew it, instead of you coming clean and saying, "Hey, you guys, I'm not gonna, either Biden's ill and I need to take over," because that would have been fair and square. Instead, you played the game, or you let the game be played on you. So you don't get to say now, I told y'all what was happening." No, you don't get to do that because you were part of it. You're part of why we're in the predicament that we're in right now as a country. So step off, all right? Step all the way off. Um, and then let's get over here to Biden. So apparently Biden has prostate cancer diagnosis. This is coming fresh off of CNN. President Joe Biden's diagnosis of metastatic prostate cancer has understandably raised conditions, or as you were raised concerns and questions. How long has he had cancer? How will he be treated? And what is his prognosis? As a urologist, this individual states that he regularly diagnoses prostate cancer in patients, and each time he shares the diagnosis with them and their family, it's never easy. So, um, the former, and I'm going to put this link in the chat. The former president's diagnosis began after he experienced increasing urinary symptoms, and a prostate nodule was discovered. So here's the issue, and I don't know, so this is why I'm asking the question. Does prostate cancer have an impact on one's mental ability? That's what I'd like to know. Anybody know? Because, if Joe Biden has prostate cancer, um, what's the excuse for his mental decline? Okay, so let's go there. I'm going to make sure I put this article in the chat so that y'all can read it and be just as informed as I am. And then, y'all, John F. Kennedy Jr. Okay, now all of a sudden, JFK. If you notice, JFK has been an advocate for no vaccines. I believe, if I understand correctly, I believe he is attributing his voice problem um, to having received a vaccine of some sort. Could have been the COVID-19. I don't know. But he's always said, no, I don't believe in vaccines and blase scoop deville. Well, now you guys know that there's been an outbreak of measles that this country hasn't seen in years, decades. Okay. But now all of a sudden that JFK Jr. has got this position, and they've gotten rid of WHO, and they've gotten rid, World Health Organization, and they're doing all this Doge dismantling. Now measles is on the rise. Now who'd have thought that just by in less than what, this is the fifth month of the year, in 5 months that we would have an outbreak of measles. And according to, I think I got this report off of Reuters. I don't have it up with me right now. But according to Reuters, this is a hell of a impact. I had a map. I'll try to find it and post it in the chat later. But in Texas, there's people dying of measles, like maybe two or three. That's already too many. When we've not experienced measles as a outbreak that couldn't be handled in decades. So now John F. Kennedy Jr. Now all of a sudden, guess what? He's down for this vaccination. Let me run this clip. Hold on just a moment. Let me pull this up for you. It's out of pocket. Now he's saying, "Oh, I probably would go ahead and have it." Let's run it. Here we go.
Something that might be helpful is you've previously said you vaccinated your children. Just because I think this is a helpful answer, and this isn't a gotcha, I promise. If you had a child today, would you vaccinate that child for measles?
For measles, probably for measles. What I would say is my opinions about vaccines are irrelevant. I have directed Jay Bhattacharya.
Sure. No, like I said, I don't want to.
So that everybody can make that decision. But I don't want to seem like I'm being evasive.
Yeah.
But I don't think people should be taking medical advice from me.
Right. No, I got that, and I'm not asking you to give them because would you vaccinate your child for measles?
If I answer that question directly, that it will seem like I'm giving advice to other people, and I don't want to be doing that. I want people to make.
But that's kind of your jurisdiction because CDC does give.
Okay, so he would rather that people not take medical advice from him, but you're making laws. You head a department that determines what happens next. So come on. Hey, let me know what you think. I'm gonna post these articles in the chat, and then you guys sound off. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. Does cancer impact one's mental acuity? If so, Or if not, then what's tea with Biden? Okay, because they're saying he's got cancer, but um, that doesn't address the mental uh, defect that he's had. And then in terms of Kamala Harris, I'll put all those in the chat, you guys. Hey, that's it. That is the podcast. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. Replay gang, leave a comment. You know I want to hear from you. And until next time, y'all, we will see ya when we see ya.